Mr. Secretary, thank you. General Amos, thank you. Admiral Greenert, thank you for your service and your dedication to the sailors and Marines that you lead so well. I want to take off where you left off, Admiral, by saying that the Virginia-class submarine is the finest submarine in the world. I agree with that, and I'm glad you do too. I think it also has, as you talk about operational capabilities, particularly in the Pacific where access is a critical issue. In regards to some of our surface systems, the submarine is far more capable of access and delivering fires and delivering personnel and getting intelligence, et cetera. And in that regard, your colleague, Admiral Willett, said essentially the same thing. And I just, for the record, I presume you agree with that as a special role in terms of access denial situations.
Yes, sir, I do.
The Virginia-class submarine, we're doing 2 boats a year in FY13. However, in FY14, because of budget constraints, ship is being slipped back to FY18. Given the capabilities, given the new mission in the Pacific particularly with a big anti-access component, this is not, I think this is, as you said before, a budgetary decision, not a strategic or operational decision. Having said all that, and without getting any specific negotiation, are you working on a plan with the contractor to see if there are ways that we can pull forward some construction so that the fleet does not lose a valuable asset for 6 years or so?
Yes, sir, we are. We're looking for any fiscal means, if you will, acquisition means, and contractor performance incentives that we could. As you know, we have a block buy of 9, and if we could get to a block buy of 10 during those years 14 through 18, that would be terrific. And by all means, we will work by any means capable to do that.
And that would require, I presume, some help by this committee in that regard.
Yes, sir, it would.
So for one, I would be very happy to help because I think this is important for the Navy and for the nation. There's another aspect of the submarine program, that is the replacement of the Ohio class, and that has been slipped 2 years in terms of proposed construction. Design work is going on. We have a partner with the British, and one of the issues that always comes to mind when we talk about the Ohio class replacement and its ballistic missile role is that this is really, in my view, a DoD asset, not just a Navy asset. So, Mr. Secretary, have you had discussions with DoD in ways that they can help you ensure that this slippage is it's a temporary, not a sign of failure to fund the program?
Senator, I can assure you that the slippage is 2 years, and that's it. We have also, as you pointed out, we've been in discussions with our British counterparts to make sure that the schedule meets up with their requirements as well. And as you know, we've committed a substantial amount of money now for the research, development, and engineering work that will be necessary to begin the build in 2021. I think that this most survivable leg of our triad, the strategic weapon that we have in the Ohio class replacement, that a discussion needs to be had on exactly how we do pay for that. That discussion would not only include DOD, but also the Congress in how that is best to be handled, because the flip side of that is that our industrial base for the rest of shipbuilding during the time that the SSB&X, the Ohio class replacement, is being built, could be seriously harmed, including our attack submarine industrial base during that time, and I don't know of anyone anywhere that would want to do that.
No, I hope not. Just if a quick follow-on, and this might be more of a comment than require a comment from you, is that as we go forward, there's a larger issue, that is the nuclear triad, how it's going to be constituted, what elements might be bulked up, what elements might not, and that's in the context both of budget and strategic policy, non-proliferation policy. And my view is that the submarine has always seemed to be the most significant part of this in terms of its invulnerability, relatively speaking, its ability to deploy, its stealthiness, et cetera. And so in those conversations about the future of the triad, I would hope that the submarine would be in the forefront.